Welcome to another All 22 Tuesday. I'm Keith Grabowski of USA Football. Joining us is Charlie Coiner, founder and CEO of FirstDown PlayBook, former NFL coach. Charlie, great to have you here.
Hey, Keith, great to be here.
And our director of coach content, Zach Dunn, and analyst himself. Zach, good to be talking ball with you.
Can't wait, Keith.
Take a look at this play from the Ravens and the Patriots game from this past weekend.
Yeah, guys, so the Patriots game plan this weekend against the Ravens was, I think all week everybody kind of talked about and kind of try to figure out, what is Belichick's game plan going to be against this stuff, against this old school, almost like veer, like option football. And Belichick went to his old roots with the old 3-4-2 gapping up front. And what we could hear early in the game was a double arc load play here where the Ravens are going to read the first man outside the center, which happens to be this 4 technique lined up over the tackle. So what they're doing here is they're going to run this is like veer blocking, like they're going to try to smash everything down, read the 5 for a give or keep read, and they're going to pull out. If he crashes, they're going to pull out, and he's going to have 2 lead blockers. And it's tough on the defense right here because you have a guy trying to 2-gap up here, trying to control the center, but he's getting mashed down by the right guard. So I mean, they're going to put him on one side of the ball. He's not going to 2-gap. He's going to get mashed onto one side of the ball, and this is like the zero blocking that Dave Aranda talks about. It's kind of like how Ohio State runs their zone read package, where it's not necessarily a zone read. It's more so veer blocking, where they're trying to slam everything down and they're trying to get that ball to hit the backside A or backside B, and it hits quick. There's not any zone blocking really. They're not trying to get the ball to hit front side. It's hitting usually backside A, backside B, or backside C, and the quarterback reads the backside edge defender. But that's what happened here, and you can tell here that these coaches in the NFL and most of these players, they have not dealt with playing old school option football probably since high school, honestly, for a lot of them. I mean, you have to have a dive key, you have to have a quarterback key, and you have to have a pitch key, and they get caught up right here where they're running double arc load, so they're going to have somebody to play the quarterback player and the pitch player because they're not pitching right here. He's reading the end, and if he keeps it, he's going to have 2 lead blockers out in front. So we'll go ahead to the video. As you can see, they shift to this. And you can see the Patriots are an old school 3-4 right here. But to the weak side, they only have 3 defenders weak. And what's going to happen is the offense is going to have 4. So they're going to veer block down. The end crashes. And Lamar's at the back gate.
I think when you look at right here in the middle here, Zach, if you pause it, again, just a great job by this guard. And that guy's moving to the other gap, but that guard is going to make sure that that guy is not 2-gapping anymore. His job first is to push him over and then to be able to climb. But, he's getting momentum going. He has to get back here to this other guy. But that's the way to, take away that 2-gap guy right away. And I agree. This is very much a downhill run. If they could hit this thing right down the A-gap there, they would. And in this case, you see him taking that course where he might have, if he got the ball, sent it back to the other side there as well. But it's a quick downhill hitting play. This is one, when we would play Mountain Union, we had to have things that would hit quick. And we took our typical zone, which would come across, and, we just tagged it with veer blocking. So it was our zone veer, or like you called it, the zero block, exactly like this. Now, the tough part to this is look at all the blockers out on the edge.
No doubt. And Keith, when I first looked at this, it certainly anybody watching on Sunday night that coached high school or some of the colleges out there warmed their heart looking out there seeing 5 linebackers on the field and 3 tight ends on offense. You would have thought that was blasphemy in the NFL probably 5 years ago, in a 1st and 10 or a regular situation. But yeah, as I was looking at it, obviously, a lot of midline elements to it, could spit out the backside. But I mean, this is a 5 technique over here for the Patriots. Now, is he stepping to a 4? I guess he is, or, what's his responsibility? I don't know. All I know is from a football standpoint, they've got a strong side backer hitting it downhill. And I don't know what Lamar Jackson is supposed to be reading, but he certainly saw that, which, has got him pulling it. And, they've got more people inside than they need. And they got number 8 on the, what might as well be the perimeter. And that ain't good because, there's probably never back in this league that runs like he does. And so ended up being all kinds of trouble. And then you look out in space, this free safety makes a great play. I mean, 81 gets out there, but I mean, that's hard to do what he did to 81 right there, kind of slide back inside and get his hands on number 8 and get him on the ground. Most times number 8's going to score on this play.
Keith, one thing that you can add to this too, that I know that you know about, that the free safety does right here is a lot that Andy talks about a lot right here with he forces the ball carrier into a one-way go right here. I mean, he forces him one way, so he doesn't square up on him and let Lamar give him a two-way go. He forces right there, so you know what? I'm giving him a one-way go right here, and that definitely helps him make the tackle. I mean, Lamar still makes a great move, but he gives himself a much better chance by giving him a one-way go.
No doubt.
But one thing I'll talk about real quick as we end this right here is I think the backers on the backside here are playing what Belichick calls a fill and fold. They like to play this against zone blocking and stuff when they're getting double teamed. So the center and the right guard right here are going to double to Hightower, the backside backer, right? So what they like to do is when they're getting stuff like this, they'll tell the backside backer, okay, you get zone front side or you get a double front side. Go hit that guard right in the ear hole. You take that gap, then that front side backer that they're zoning to is free now. You see right there, I mean, instead he takes the dive. But usually what will happen is he will go hit that guard in the ear hole, and then 54 will scrape over the top, and he'll be a free player. And what will happen is this ball will cut back to him because the front side linebacker or the backside linebacker will cut off the play.
Right, and in typical fashion, I mean, they came back and ran this later in the game, I think going the other direction, and New England played it much better, I think, for a 1-yard gain or something like that. The defensive end stayed outside on the ball. But yeah, we talked about it all year. Keith brought it up first. This has been a year where the Ravens have made people plan differently. And, if number 8 stays healthy, it's going to be a situation where every week, they're not only playing the Patriots defense here, but they're playing Tom Brady too. I mean, Brady's over sitting, I think it was a 6 or 7 minute drive before he ever got on the field. And the Ravens defense played pretty daggone good, as we're about to talk about here in a second too.
Be sure to check out all we're doing as we talk about trends on the podcast with some of these plays. And you can find the show notes for that on blogs.usafootball.com, as well as checking out everything that Charlie's doing on FirstDown Playbook. How can they find the information, Charlie?
Yeah, Keith, absolutely. They can find our all these plays at firstdownplaybook.com, and we also have what we call a coaches community site at blog.firstdownplaybook.com. And it's important to understand that all these plays that we do here, we end up taking those and converting them over into the regular sections of First Down Playbook and block them up against different fronts. So everything you see here, if you like it, you can go in and someday maybe put it into your 2020 game plan for next season.